Welcome back, everyone. Today we're diving into a bombshell that's shaking the very foundation of the Kardashian dynasty. Picture this. Rumors are swirling that Kourtney Kardashian has taken the bold step of filing for divorce from Travis Barker, and the alleged catalyst behind this drastic move is nothing short of jaw-dropping. Sources claim that Travis, the beloved musician whose beats have long set the rhythm of celebrity love stories, is accused of straying into dangerous territory by cheating with none other than Kim Kardashian. Yes, Kourtney's very own sister. This explosive allegation has set off a wildfire of shock, betrayal, and family drama that you absolutely cannot afford to miss. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. Today, we're peeling back the layers of this scandal to explore the intricate history of Kourtney and Travis's relationship, a love story that once had everyone believing in fairy tale romance. From the early days of their whirlwind romance to the moments of vulnerability that bonded them, we'll revisit the milestones that defined their connection. Now, with allegations of infidelity shattering that bond, every whispered secret and hidden feud in the Kardashian clan is coming to light. How did a relationship built on public adoration transform into a battleground of accusations and heartbreak? And if you think that's all there is to this story, think again. As we unpack the details of Travis's alleged betrayal, we'll also shine a spotlight on the deep-seated family conflicts that have been simmering for years. The idea of one sister allegedly entangling herself in her siblings' love life is enough to send shockwaves through even the most hardened celebrity gossip aficionados. In today's video, we promise a deep dive into every twist and turn of this drama, bringing you the backstory, the speculations, and the potential fallout from what might be one of the most scandalous celebrity feuds in recent memory. So, buckle up and get ready for an exclusive, no-holds-barred look at a story where family ties and romantic entanglements collide in the most unexpected way. Stay tuned as we dissect every piece of this unfolding drama, ensuring you're the first to know how these explosive events might just redefine one of Hollywood's most talked-about relationships. Before the storm of rumors, Kourtney and Travis captured the hearts of millions as one of Hollywood's most iconic couples. Their romance wasn't just another celebrity fling. It was a story that seemed to have been crafted for the silver screen. From the moment they stepped into the limelight together, the chemistry was undeniable. Fans were captivated by the way their genuine connection set them apart in an industry often dominated by fleeting relationships. Their love story radiated an authenticity that made it easy for the public to believe in the magic of their bond. One of the most unforgettable moments in their fairy tale romance unfolded in 2021 during an extravagant beach proposal in Montecito, California. Picture this, a sun-drenched day, the sound of waves gently crashing in the background, and Travis, with all the charm and panache he's known for, orchestrating a proposal that was nothing short of cinematic. The scene was set perfectly, every detail meticulously planned to create a moment of pure magic. It was a proposal that not only stole the hearts of onlookers, but also solidified their status as a power couple destined for a life of public adoration and private happiness. But their journey didn't end with that unforgettable proposal. Kourtney and Travis went on to celebrate their love through multiple weddings that left fans and onlookers utterly mesmerized. Each wedding was a blend of glamour, heartfelt emotions, and those signature moments that only a high-profile couple could deliver. Every celebration reinforced the narrative of a romance that was both modern and timeless, where love seemed to triumph over every obstacle. Their public ceremonies were a testament to a union that many believed could weather any storm. In November 2023, the couple reached what many considered the pinnacle of their relationship. A new chapter began with the arrival of their son, Rocky 13 Barker. His birth was more than just a family milestone. It symbolized the deep bond and commitment that Kourtney and Travis shared. Rocky's arrival was celebrated as a joyful unification of their worlds, bringing together the best of both into one blended family. With every smile and every shared moment, it looked as if they were living the ultimate dream of modern celebrity romance, a narrative filled with love, celebration, and the promise of forever. As we reflect on these moments of joy and perfection, it's hard not to wonder how a relationship that once epitomized Hollywood magic has found itself at the center of such explosive controversy. The journey of Kourtney and Travis was marked by extraordinary milestones that once made their love story a beacon of hope for many. Yet, as we dig deeper into the recent turmoil, We can't help but contrast these cherished memories with the bitter taste of betrayal and allegations that now threaten to shatter that idyllic image. Despite the dazzling facade of happiness that the public saw, subtle cracks were beginning to form in Kourtney and Travis's once perfect romance. Behind the carefully curated images of love and luxury, hints of deeper issues were already seeping through the seams. Those close to the couple began to notice that what appeared as bliss on the surface was masking a more complicated, troubled reality. At the heart of these growing concerns was Travis's notorious history of infidelity, a past that became an ever-looming shadow over his relationship with Kourtney. Long before their love story captured the headlines, whispers about his inability to remain faithful were already circulating. This wasn't just a one-off misstep. It was part of a pattern that had long defined his personal life and, eventually, began to cast doubt on the stability of his current relationship. The scandal that perhaps shook the foundations of trust the most involved his tumultuous time with ex-wife Shanna Moakler. During that period, sources revealed that Travis was entangled in a web of deceit, allegedly cheating with as many as 13 different women simultaneously. Imagine the shock and betrayal that such revelations would spark, not just for those around him, but for anyone hoping for genuine commitment. These actions painted a picture of a man whose romantic entanglements were far more chaotic and unreliable than the public persona suggested. And it wasn't only with Shanna Moakler that Travis's reputation was tainted. His first marriage to Melissa Kennedy also suffered from similar breaches of trust, marking a recurring theme of disloyalty that couldn't be easily forgotten. For Kourtney, a woman known for her deep commitment and desire for authenticity and love, these red flags were particularly concerning. The history of repeated betrayal created an undercurrent of unease, hinting that perhaps the foundation of their relationship was not as solid as it once appeared. As these disturbing patterns from Travis's past began to resurface, the question loomed large. How could a relationship, once celebrated as the epitome of modern love, be built on such shaky ground? For Kourtney, ignoring these warning signs wasn't a matter of choice, but perhaps a testament to the strength of her hope for a better, more trusting future. Yet, the persistent echoes of his previous missteps set the stage for a dramatic unraveling, a slow, painful process that would eventually shake the very core of their union. In the midst of glamorous celebrations and public declarations of love, the shadow of Travis's past infidelities grew ever darker, hinting at an inevitable climax where trust and loyalty would be put to the ultimate test. The foundation that once seemed unbreakable was now showing signs of stress, laying the groundwork for what many would later call the true beginning of the end. Just when you thought this drama couldn't get any juicier, the story takes a wild turn with the most explosive claim yet. Travis Barker allegedly had an affair with none other than Kim Kardashian. Yes, you heard that right. The sister of Kourtney, the very woman whose heart Travis is now accused of betraying. This revelation isn't just another scandal. It's a bombshell that has rocked the very core of the Kardashian clan. The intrigue deepens with a blast from the past. Years ago, Travis's ex-wife, Shanna Moakler, made startling accusations, claiming that the seeds of this scandal were planted long before Kourtney and Travis's marriage. According to her, the flirtations and hidden rendezvous with Kim were no isolated incident, but part of a larger pattern of infidelity that had been bubbling under the surface. Despite these past rumors, the couple's wedding bells still rang. But now, that old ghost has come back to haunt them. In a dramatic twist, insiders reveal that during a particularly heated family confrontation, Kim Kardashian finally admitted to the affair. Picture the tension in the room as years of buried secrets erupted into the open. Kim, trying to minimize the situation, allegedly remarked, "It was just once and we weren't in love." However, this was far from the end of the controversy. Reports suggest that even after this supposed one-time lapse in judgment, Travis continued to pursue Kim, fueling the fire of betrayal that now threatens to tear the family apart. The intensity of the situation reached its peak during that infamous confrontation. Emotions were running so high that Kourtney, overwhelmed by betrayal, reportedly attempted to physically confront Kim. It was a moment of raw, unfiltered emotion, a clash that symbolized the breaking point of trust. Fortunately, Khloe stepped in, preventing the situation from escalating further, yet the damage had already been done. This incident not only highlighted the deep-seated fractures within the family, but also underscored the lengths to which emotions can spiral out of control when personal relationships are put under the harsh scrutiny of public life. As the layers of this scandal continue to peel away, the question remains: how will these revelations reshape the dynamic of one of Hollywood's most talked about families? Stay with us as we delve even deeper into the fallout of this shocking revelation and explore what it means for Kourtney, Travis, and the rest of the Kardashian clan. As the scandal deepens, the once tightly knit Kardashian-Jenner family is now caught in a whirlwind of betrayal and toxicity. The revelation of Travis's alleged affair with Kim has sent shockwaves through the family, unearthing long-buried secrets and igniting simmering tensions that have finally erupted into full-blown conflict. What began as a private matter has now spilled into the public eye, turning familial loyalty into a battleground where every word and action is scrutinized. At the heart of this drama is a particularly controversial decision by Kris Jenner, who allegedly knew about the affair between Kim and Travis all along. Supposedly, Kris chose to keep this explosive secret under wraps, insisting that it was done to protect Kourtney. But instead of shielding her daughter, this choice has backfired spectacularly, leaving Kourtney feeling deeply betrayed, not just by Kim, but by her own mother. The pain of discovering that those closest to her had hidden the truth has left Kourtney questioning the very foundation of her familial bonds, eroding trust that once seemed unbreakable. The fallout only intensified in the wake of Kourtney's transition into motherhood. Just when Kourtney should have been celebrating the joy of welcoming her new baby, the drama escalated into a new realm of cruelty. Insiders reveal that during this vulnerable time, Kim made pointed and hurtful remarks about Kourtney's parenting, with one particularly stinging comment being, "Your kids have come to me with problems." Such words not only cut deep, but also highlighted the bitter rivalry and underlying animosity that had been festering behind closed doors for far too long. The tension reached another peak during Kourtney and Travis's wedding, a day meant for joy and unity. Rather than allowing the celebration to honor Kourtney's milestone, Kim repeatedly stole the spotlight by reminiscing about her own grand weddings. Her continual need to divert attention not only overshadowed Kourtney's moment, but also underscored a pattern of behavior that many see as an intentional slight. Adding insult to injury, it's been reported that Kim even copied elements from Kourtney's wedding for her own business ventures, a move that felt like a blatant disregard for the sanctity of Kourtney's special day. Each of these incidents has layered yet another shade of betrayal onto an already volatile situation, painting a picture of a family torn apart by secrets, selfish ambition, and a desperate need for validation. The Kardashian family, once seen as a symbol of glamorous unity, now finds itself mired in a toxic cycle of deceit and rivalry, a drama that shows no signs of abating anytime soon. Despite their best efforts to mend the cracks in their relationship, the struggle between Kourtney and Travis persisted, hinting that the storm was far from over. While they appeared to be working on their marriage publicly, behind closed doors the tension had been steadily mounting. The couple's ongoing attempts to revive their bond were constantly undermined by Travis's erratic behavior, which began to reveal a disturbing pattern that Kourtney could no longer ignore. The situation took a dramatic turn when Travis embarked on his tour, a period that would prove to be the catalyst for the final breakdown. As he disappeared into a whirlwind of concerts and travel, his long absences grew increasingly frequent, and with them, a sense of unease settled over Kourtney. In those long stretches of silence, doubts began to creep in, and the red flags started waving with alarming intensity. It wasn't long before Kourtney, driven by both love and desperation, decided to take matters into her own hands. One evening, while Travis was in the shower, Kourtney's suspicions reached their peak. Unable to shake the nagging feeling that something was amiss, she discreetly checked his phone. What she discovered sent shivers down her spine. A series of messages from an unknown woman, filled with hints of intimacy that starkly contradicted the narrative Travis had always maintained. Confronting him about these messages, Kourtney was met with a dismissive response. Travis insisted they were nothing more than work-related communications, a claim that only deepened her doubts and fueled the fire of betrayal. Not willing to accept such a flimsy explanation, Kourtney took an even more decisive step. Determined to unearth the truth, she reached out directly to the mysterious woman behind the messages. What she learned was devastating. The communication wasn't just a misunderstanding or a misinterpreted friendly exchange. It was clear evidence of an ongoing affair. The revelation struck like a lightning bolt, shattering the remnants of trust that Kourtney had clung to in her heart. The confrontation that followed was nothing short of explosive. Facing irrefutable evidence of his infidelity, Travis's response was shockingly blunt. In a moment that seemed to erase all hopes of reconciliation, he declared that he wanted a divorce. That one statement was the final, devastating blow, a signal that the relationship, already marred by lies and betrayal, had reached its breaking point. Since that fateful day, Kourtney and Travis have had no contact, a silence that speaks volumes about the end of an era. The gulf between them now stands as a somber testament to the high cost of broken trust and the inevitable fallout of unchecked betrayal. As we piece together the fragments of this once-celebrated romance, the painful truth remains. Sometimes, even the most glittering love stories can end in heartbreak and silence. As the dominoes of betrayal and heartbreak continued to fall, Kourtney reached her breaking point. The shock of Travis's new affair wasn't just about the man she once loved. It was also about the deep wounds inflicted by those closest to her. Kourtney has openly blamed Kim for the collapse of her marriage, pointing to the persistent affair rumors as a major catalyst for the unraveling of her once-cherished relationship. With each new revelation, the blame shifted increasingly onto Kim, whose own murky history with Travis, including shocking allegations of an affair with Paris Hilton, only served to fan the flames of Kourtney's anguish and disillusionment. The family dynamics took an even darker turn as the fallout spread through the Kardashian clan. Rather than uniting in the face of scandal, internal responses only compounded the crisis. Kris Jenner's role in all of this has been particularly controversial. In a moment that many viewed as the epitome of the family's misplaced priorities, Kourtney was rushed to the hospital for emergency pregnancy-related surgery, a time when she desperately needed care and support. Instead of being met with compassion, she was confronted by a camera crew brought in by Kris, a decision that underscored a disturbing pattern of putting sensationalism over genuine familial care. This incident not only deepened Kourtney's sense of betrayal, but also highlighted a stark rift between her needs and the Kardashian family's public persona. In the wake of these traumatic events, Kourtney has started to withdraw from the very family that once stood as her pillar of strength. Determined to protect her privacy and heal away from the relentless media glare, she's been keeping her personal life under wraps. Reports indicate that she has even gone as far as refusing to share details about her pregnancy with Kris, a move that speaks volumes about the trust that has been shattered. What was once a close-knit family, bound by loyalty and shared history, now finds itself divided by suspicion, hurt, and a relentless pursuit of the spotlight, even at the cost of genuine support. Kourtney's distancing is a powerful statement, a clear signal that the emotional toll of betrayal and public scrutiny has forced her to redefine her boundaries. As she navigates the painful aftermath of marital collapse and familial fallout, Kourtney is carving out a space where she can prioritize her well-being over the relentless demands of fame. This chapter of her life, marked by heartbreak and disillusionment, also stands as a testament to her resolve to reclaim her privacy and rebuild her life on her own terms. In the aftermath of all the chaos, Kourtney is now taking charge of her future by setting firm boundaries with her family and focusing on what truly matters, her well-being and the well-being of her son. Determined not to allow her personal struggles to be exploited for publicity, she has decisively stepped back from the toxic dynamics that have long plagued the Kardashian clan. Rather than remaining mired in endless drama, Kourtney is carving out a private sanctuary where healing and self-care take center stage. This new chapter is all about reclaiming control and prioritizing mental health. In a world where every personal misstep is magnified by media scrutiny, Kourtney's move to distance herself from those who once intruded into her private life is both empowering and necessary. With each boundary she sets, she sends a clear message. Her pain and her journey towards recovery are hers alone, and she refuses to let the relentless pursuit of fame by others, particularly figures like Kim and Kris, detract from her focus on genuine healing. Meanwhile, the broader dynamics within the Kardashian family are at a crossroads. The toxic patterns that once held them together are now showing irreparable cracks, leaving the future of the family unit shrouded in uncertainty. As the fallout continues to reverberate through their public and private lives, it remains unclear how, or even if, these deep-seated issues can ever be resolved. For Kourtney, though, the immediate priority is clear: protect her mental well-being, and provide a stable, nurturing environment for her son. In stark contrast to Kourtney's deliberate pursuit of inner peace, Kim seems intent on continuing her chase for fame, capitalizing on every scandal and controversy. This divergence in paths underscores a profound difference in values, one that may ultimately redefine the legacy of one of Hollywood's most famous families. As Kourtney focuses on rebuilding her life away from the glare of the public eye, her story becomes a powerful reminder that sometimes the bravest act is simply choosing yourself over a life dictated by chaos and notoriety. As we bring this explosive saga to a close, for now, it's clear that the Kardashian-Barker divorce drama is far from over. The turbulent events of recent months have reshaped the contours of a story that many believed was heading toward resolution, only to veer into uncharted and deeply personal territory. Every twist, every whispered rumor, and every public confrontation has added layers of complexity to a narrative that now leaves more questions than answers. For Kourtney, the journey toward healing and moving on appears to be well underway. Determined to reclaim her space and prioritize her well-being, she is steadily distancing herself from the toxic dynamics that once defined her relationships with her family. Yet, the damage inflicted on her ties with Kim and Kris seems profound, so deep that it may be irreparable. The bonds of sisterhood and familial loyalty that were once taken for granted now lie fractured, and the scars from these betrayals may linger long into the future. Meanwhile, Travis's silence in the midst of such chaos speaks volumes. His refusal to address the allegations and the controversies swirling around him only adds to the mystery and fuels the public's insatiable curiosity. With so many critical questions left unanswered, his silence has not only stoked the flames of speculation, but has also underscored the uncertainty that now shrouds his future and his legacy within the Kardashian-Jenner empire. Ultimately, this scandal has sent shockwaves through one of Hollywood's most influential families, leaving fans and critics alike watching closely to see what unfolds next. As the empire grapples with internal strife and public scrutiny, the ripple effects of these events are sure to be felt far beyond the gilded halls of celebrity. One thing is certain: in the ever-evolving world of the Kardashians and their intertwined relationships, the next chapter promises to be as unpredictable and riveting as the last.